read Percy Jackson last year, and I wanted to read Heroes of Olympus this year. I'm gonna rewatch the show first, and then I'm gonna read it. And I thought it might be fun to do like a little reading vlog. Step 1 is to rewatch the show. So here we are.
You didn't choose to be demigods. We didn't choose this quest. But we can decide that as long as the three of us are together, none of us are going to be alone.
Oh no, how's it? This is right now. It hits so much harder hearing after the end of the season. I'm gonna start reading the first book, The Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero. This is so thick. And Maisie was all like, it's not that thick. She's like, it's like barely bigger than Percy Jackson. This is literally double the size of Percy Jackson. And I know already that Grover isn't in these. One missing hero. This is no one missing demigod. I think that's Percy. So I think they're gonna go looking for him. So we just met Annabeth, and she is crazy worried because Percy is missing. Pretty sure Jason is the son of Zeus, but that means Zeus broke the pact twice. So I'm not sure. Leo is the son of Hephaestus, and then I already know Olympus, don't Aphrodite. And I think they're Roman, or at least Jason is, because everything he's saying is the Roman terms. I read 6 chapters yesterday, and they go in 2s. So it was 2 Jason, and then 2 Piper, and then 2 Leo. So as of now, Jason's thing is kind of just giving background to the story. Also, he's Roman. He keeps saying the Roman names for things, but everyone else says Greek things. Piper has a secret. She had a dream she's gonna betray everyone, but I don't think she actually will, because her last chapter ended. She was like, I had the sudden urge to tell them, and then it ended. So, you know, and then Leo can control fire, which hasn't happened in maths in 3,000 years. But of course he can do that, of course. Because why wouldn't our main character be able to control fire? But that's the thing with like multiple POV books. Like, I love them because I love getting all the perspectives, but also there's always the one that you like the most, you know. So when you get to the other ones, you're like, oh, I want to go back to this person, even if you do like the other perspectives. So like, there was nothing wrong with Jason and Leo, but I want to know what happens with Piper. Yeah, anyway, Annabeth and Rachel were like friends now. That's nice. And Rachel lives in a cave, which I feel like was mentioned at the end of Percy Jackson, because Apollo was like, oh, let's put her in a cave with a huge game set up and stuff. That actually happened. So yeah. Oh yeah, Leo got claimed straight away. He is a Hephaestus kid. I knew it. I'm a genius. Piper hasn't been claimed yet, but I already know she's Aphrodite. But she hates the perfume, and she hates pink. And then Jason has to be a kid of Zeus. He can fly. Who else would be able to fly? Hermes. But he's the main character. Hermes is too basic for a main character, so it has to be Zeus. We got a Grover mention, page 119. Also a Tyson mention, and I completely forgot about him. No offense, love Tyson. But like, Percy's missing, and Tyson like loves that he has a brother, and now his brother is missing. Very sad. Oh no, that's my address. Oh, this is very orange.
I didn't ask to be a hat.
This is very big. I think it's big.
Oh, that's well good. Fuck, that's so kind. Oh, you're filming? Oh, hello, Giuseppe.
these random people from Greek mythology coming to life. First, I mean, when it was just the giants, I was like, okay, yeah, but then Medea, immortal, which I honestly don't know what her story is, and then King Midas, which I also don't know his story, but I know his name. What's going on? I remember who he is now. The guy with the gold. I think he turned himself into gold, or like his wife, or his son, or something. I don't know, something like that. He's like the Skittles advert.
Excuse me.
I feel like I really need to learn to read a bit more before I start talking, because they gave Midas his whole story. Oh, the thing Jason did with the clouds, and that was cool. I think his powers are way better than Percy's. No offense. The hunters are here. He's gonna meet Talia. Okay, is it a Leo thing or a Hephaestus kid thing to just fall in love with every girl they see? Or maybe not every girl, just every person, you know, there are some gay Hephaestus kids, I'm sure. But like, is that, because it happened with the like ice princess person at the beginning. It happened again with Medea, and now it's happening with Thalia, and he mentioned how it happens all the time. And now I was like, oh, maybe it's a Hephaestus kid thing, because Hephaestus liked Aphrodite, and then that's the whole that thing. So I'm this much through, and what I've gathered at this point is that the exchange that Jason was that they exchanged him and Percy. Hera had Jason from a very young age, is what I'm thinking, and her and the wolves raised him, or something like that. And she exchanged him for Percy. So he's taken she's taken Percy, given Jason. I don't know for what, but yeah. Two things. One, why is Aeolus so sassy? Two, not him knocking Amelia Earhart out of the sky. Aphrodite, I freaking love her. I just stopped reading in the middle of a fight scene, so that should be fun to get back into. An exchange of leaders was necessary to bridge the gap. Told you, Percy and Jason swapped places. So does that mean Percy also lost all his memories? I just finished the first book, and I was right. Percy is at the other camp, and he's probably forgotten his memory. So that's lovely. I gave it 3.5 stars because it was so long to get through, and like the more I read, like as I got close to the end, I found myself just like constantly picking up to keep reading. But at the beginning, I had to force myself to read it because it was just so long and there was just so many descriptions. But then once you get more like into the action, I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Anyway, Leo's my favourite, 100%. I love what's going on with Jason and Piper. Like, it's giving Perseus, but different level. But Leo's my favourite, just like Grover was my favourite. I'll tell you when I start the next one. I read the first 4 chapters of Sun and Neptune, and the clips got missing. And I can't remember half the things I said. So I'll go over what I can remember. Number 1, Percy's back. Number 2, how comes the Roman camp know about the Greek camp? Because that feels kind of dangerous, because the Romans are the ones that are really into war and stuff, you know? I think it's 7 months later after the first book, and Hera is acting so like differently. This Octavian guy, what is up with him? Why is he the way he is? Also, he can't tell no prophecies. I don't believe it. I think he's lying for sure. Anyway, he has dirt on Hazel, and that dirt is that her brother Nico, who is a Greek demigod, comes to the camp to visit her sometimes. So these are my questions. One, how do they, why, no, how, no, no, why, okay, why do they let him in? Two, how the hell did they meet? What? That's it, I think. I think there's only 2 questions. Anyway, that's what I can remember thinking. I had like so many notes. I have one last thing. What is it? Oh yeah, Percy remembers Annabeth. I already knew he remembered that because you can't avoid spoilers on TikTok. Oh, I know what I said in the last bit. Why was Nico acting as if he doesn't know who Percy is? Like, that's weird. Like, why was he like, oh, we've never met before? Like, yes, you have. Why are you acting like you have? I don't. Nico's confusing me. I think I might die. So I don't think Hazel's secret is Nico. I think her secret is that she killed a person. Nico almost just called her Bianca. Who the fuck is Hazel? 1941? I'm confused. That's it. That's all I got. I read some more a little bit ago, so I have some more updates. Frank is a child of Aries. I was not expecting that at all. He really thought he was Apollo, and I didn't really think it would be that, but Aries? What? Anyway, also I know that his thing is that he can transform. I'm guessing that isn't has nothing to do with his, like, Roman, like, I think that's got something to do with, like, Chinese mythical creatures or something. I don't know. What else did I write down? Oh, Octavian is annoying as hell. Oh, and Percy, when he's walking through the village, and he's like, oh, imagine if me and Annabeth just, like, lived here someday. Cute. The wheat dissolved into Weetabix. That's funny. The gamble, the bet, smart. But he didn't get his memories back. So what was the point? Aries did not just say, no pain, no gain. So they just returned to Hazel's hometown where she lived in Alaska. And she died 70 years ago. So technically speaking, there could be people there who know her and they're gonna see her and be like, she hasn't aged. Do you think that's weird? Also, Percy just sank into the ground. Why is Anatos the literal Grim Reaper from The Sims 4? He pulled a pure black iPad from thin air to determine if someone should die or not. I guess I finished it. Give it 4 stars. I think better than the first one. Yeah. So I started reading The Mark of Athena. Yeah. And Leo is obviously like a descendant of Sammy. And what's up with this ghost thing? Also, do you like my bookmark? Got a spider on. See? There's a spider. Okay, I read more chapters yesterday. I finished Annabeth's bit, and I read... Wait. Hello? I don't know what... Leo. I read Leo and Percy's chapters. Okay, so here are my thoughts. I actually have on my iPad this time. I love when they are coming against a monster or a myth or legend or whatever, and they don't like battle to get away. They just like outsmart them. So like they just met like Narcissus, and they didn't fight him or any of the nymphs. They were just like, yo, I'm better than you, to distract, whilst Hazel like with the bronze. And I like when they do that, when they don't actually fight them, they just outsmart them. Yeah, anyway, that being said, I am Team Leo. Love. Anyway, what is this drowning thing that's going on with Piper and her dream? Why are her, Jason, and Percy drowning? When the ghosties that I whatever they were called were in the boys, except Frank, and Piper like charm speaked the ghosts out of them. That was sick. What was less sick was when they were in them too, and Piper was there, and she admitted to almost letting Gaia kill Percy, just so that Jason would live. Like, I get it, but like, girl. And then the last thing was when Annabeth and Percy had their little rendezvous by the stables, and then it was morning, and everyone thought they had sex. These are 16-year-olds. Yeah. That was crazy. Anyway, gonna read more now. They're about to meet Hercules. Why is Hercules such a bitch? Annabeth makes a great point that all of these demigods, they have these like sick powers, and children of Athena have knowledge. And it's like, they can't like win a war without children of Athena, but when they're by themselves, they can't do shit. And that's exactly what she is, by herself. It's like, she'll know how to do a thing. She'll be like, oh yeah, I can do this, blah blah blah. But, like, she can't really like do things. You know what I mean? And that sucks. But she's Annabeth. She'll find a way. But yeah, so far in all of these books, the alternate perspectives have been fine because they've all been in the same place with the same story. But now that Annabeth is, why do I look bored? But now that Annabeth is by herself, we go from Arachne, I was so smart, saying about killing Annabeth, to Leo wished he wasn't so good. How could you? Like, I knew it was coming, but like, with that sentence, Gaia has separated them all. How's she doing all this, girl? She's literally a piece of dirt that's asleep. Also, his coach head's just on the ship this whole time. Or what? Literally one sentence in, Coach Head is with the final three. Oh no, he's not. Wait, what? Oh, they're all on the ship. They're falling into dolphins. They're falling, guys. It's happening. They fell. I give the Mark of Athena 5 stars. Because that ending, like the part where they're in Rome. On the 4th one, Hecate's like visions for Hazel. Very dark. Probably a bit traumatizing. Okay, so I've read a lot more because I do most of my reading at night, okay? So I can't really give you my reactions. But let me just tell you, there were reactions. When Annabeth wrote the letter of the Camel of Blood, I would have liked to seen like them get it and then like them make their little plan. Bob, the Titan, turned good Bob. I have no clue who he is. I'm gonna be so real with you. And they keep saying like, oh, back when, who was it? Back when me and Nico and Talia were in the underworld. I don't remember that at all. But hey, Bob killed his own brother. That was sad. Anyway, Hades low-key slays. But we knew that. Hades does slay. Nico is too good for this world. And he is, and I'm getting onto that more. But this point is just when he went back. He spoke to Bob every now and again. He was like, hey buddy, that's so cute. And then like Percy was like, oh my god, we're using this Titan. And he thinks, and we're saying, oh, we're friends, even though, and then Bob was all like, but then he did help them. Raina, love Raina. I knew she would come around. Like, I knew she was only really going to Camp Half-Blood because, like, the whole thing with the Greeks and the Romans, she didn't actually want to hurt them. I knew that. And now she isn't. Now she's helping them because she slays. Literally screaming at a wind guy, calling Percy the one Nico loves most. I forgot his name, Flavius? Something like that. Anyway, he's all like, oh, but who do you like, Nico? He's like, but love. Anyway, Eros bullying Nico. That was messed up. Why was he straight up bullying him? And his whole thing was, love isn't always fun and happy. Like, love can be hurtful. Like, okay, you didn't need to scare this 12-year-old into saying he's gay. That was messed up. Messed up. But then, when he did say it, he was like, okay, I love Percy. What do you want? And then Jason was like, yo, it's chill, dude. It's okay. I like that. I like that Jason was the one to do that. Because, you know, if it was Leo, he would have just made a joke out of it. If it was Frank, he wouldn't have known what to say and he would have just been like, If it was Hazel, it would have been too deep. Because that's like his sister, it would be a whole different thing. That's everyone, isn't it? Yeah, the only other person is Piper. I feel like Piper would have also, like, comforted him in a good way, but he already has, like, sort of a friendship with Piper. He has nothing with Jason. So, Jason being like, hey, Nico, it's okay. Like, if you want to tell the others, they'll support you, but, like, you don't have to. That was so cute. I love Jason for that. Yeah, so that was that. Anyway, Nico deserves so much. Why? Nico needs happiness. Give me Nico happiness, please. Oh my god, do you like I don't know if you haven't seen this. This is my lock screen on my iPad. Why are they making me feel bad for a giant? Piper just said that Nico is almost saying goodbye to Hazel. And now she's going on about how she just became, like, actual friends with Hazel. Assuming they live long enough. Is Hazel about to die? Iconic. I read a bit more. Here are my thoughts. The fact Leo fully just gets thrown over the side of the boat that's like 1 billion feet in the air. Crazy. But Calypso is an icon. Love her. Everyone calls Calypso a pedo because she's 3,000 years old and Leo is 16. But she is in the body of like a 16-year-old herself, and time moves differently on the island. And if people are going to go after that, why aren't they going after Hazel and Frank? And Nico and Will? I'm just saying. The fact that Percy and Elizabeth? Where the fuck did that come from? The fact that all of Percy's and Annabeth's plans in Tartarus is to just annoy the god and hope for the best. Firstly, what kind of plan is that? Secondly, how does it work every time? The way fucking the southern wind god or whatever was like, you're asking for my permission, daughter of no son of the ruler of the winds. And so then he was like, wait, so true? You're gonna help me because I'm a son of the ruler of the winds and you're the wind, bitch. And then the wind guy was like, yeah. That was fun. Oh my god. Leo, you little idiot. Why would you swear on the river Styx? Idiot. The only time it is acceptable to swear on the river Styx is if you're going against a god or a monster or something and you're like, hey, whatever, like Percy did with that goat man. Was it a goat? I don't know. Like Percy did with the Gorgon's blood and the vials. That's the only time you should swear on the river Styx. Leo's just being a little simp idiot. I like this new little development with Coach Hedge and Frank. It sounds like a vibe. Jason and his one-liners. Finished it. I would say this is probably the worst of the 4 so far. Not to say it's bad, still great book. Still gonna give it like at least 4 stars. I just prefer the other 3 as of right now. Raina, Nico and Coach Hedge have gone off. I know we get a Nico chapter in the next book, so we might get some of the PV. I don't freaking know. I am officially starting the final book, The Blood of Olympus. Let's see whose POV we start with. Jason. Listen, nothing against Jason. Like, I like all the characters. He's just the most boring of them all. Although I did like his last, like, couple of chapters in House of Hades, where, like, added to his relationship with Nico. I did like that. That was cute. But now Nico's gone, so it's gonna be back to boring. Not his mummy. Not his mummy. I think Jason's about to die. I knew it happened, but like this early. For sure. For sure just died. More secrets to uncover. And this time it's Reina. Also, what happened in Albania? It's always the chapters I read at night that I have the most notes on. I was wrong. Jason hasn't died yet. So Leo is obsessed with Calypso. It's a bit too much obsessed. Anyway, not the point. Point is, he was all mad at Percy because Percy left Calypso, but like, he had a girlfriend. What did you want from him? Anyway, and Percy was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have made the gods keep their promise. Anyway, so I love that little situation that's going on. Not them chaining down and gagging a goddess. That was... that was something. And now they're going on a whole new quest because she was like, one of you's gonna die. Which they... surely they knew that already. I mean, come on. 7 of you on one quest. So now they've gone on another quest. When it's like, you have 10 days to do the original quest, you're going on a whole new one. Oh, Nico's dream where he saw what happened at the big house when all the cabin leaders were like discussing. Love that. I love any point where we see all the cabin leaders discussing stuff. So good. Just the fact that Hades is the best parent out of all of the gods, like literally the king of the underworld is the best parent. Phoebe died. What the fuck did Reina do? Did she kill her dad? Kimapalea, she knows what she is worth. I told you that Reina killed her dad, and she did. Apollo and Artemis stay my favourite gods. Oh yes, I think Leo is going to sacrifice himself. It sounds that way. He literally threw away the cure. I was already so mad that they went on a whole secondary quest to get some cure for death, and then Leo threw it away. Why would he do that? I hate him. Nico riding blackjack of all of the Pegasi. I know what you did there, Rick. Can't believe Blackjack almost died. What the heck? And then I just got Will and Nico in all caps. Because if I didn't know that Will and Nico end up together, I don't think I would really care about these interactions they're having. But because I do know, I'm like, oh my god, this is the beginnings of it all. They were winning against the monsters and now they're not. And Gaia just rose. Anyway, so because of that happening, and it's a lot, I'm gonna leave this recording as I read the final bits. So all the gods just descended. Jeez. Oh my god. This is a dragon again. Oh. So basically Octavian killed himself by being an idiot. Wait. What? Okay, Leo's missing, so people think he's dead. And obviously Leo was the one with the real cure because he put it in the hole somewhere, and obviously he turned the chip into Festus. So what if the cure is in Festus and Leo is alive? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Nico felt Leo's death, but something about it was different. Because he's not dead, he felt Festus's death. Oh my god. Can you see it? He's not dead, I'm telling you. I fucking knew he wasn't dead. I think that was the worst ending any of the 10 Rick Riordan books I've read have been. Okay, so Leo did live. Go Leo. But the first thing that happened is he went to Calypso's island and saved her. Like, yeah, I knew he was gonna do that, but like, what? So it ends, it's like, Leo's alive. Oh. But he's not going back to Camp Half-Blood or Camp Jupiter. So, how long is it gonna take before they find out he's alive? And none of them died. I thought like they all died. Now I've finished the books. I gave the last one 4.5 stars. Let's think. So the best one, definitely Mark of Athena. I think the worst one was House of Hades, which is interesting because like that's revolves around Nico, and I freaking love Nico, but I just didn't really love House of Hades. The Lost Hero, I did like. Everyone says that they hate Jason. They all say that they hate Jason so much, and like he is my least favorite out of all of them, but like I don't hate him. He's still a great guy, and he's still, you know, nice. he's got cool powers, obviously, son of Zeus, Jupiter. The quest was great. I was like, oh my god, when is he gonna remember this stuff? Because he was constantly like, I feel like I know you. He was like, something's really familiar here, but he didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh my god, like I felt how annoyed he was. I was like, please just remember what happened to you, who you are. Also, the fact that he never actually was at the wilderness school with Piper and Leo, and they had all these memories injected into them, is so weird. Because like I feel like, yeah, it makes sense, but I feel like once they realize none of it was real, the memories should just sort of fade away, you know? Because now they have these memories and they're not real. Second book, Percy remembered things a lot faster than Jason did. Why is my question. And everyone always says that they hate the second book. It's their least favorite. It definitely wasn't as bad as people were saying. It also wasn't really as annoying as people were saying, because like it was, I think it was actually less annoying than Jason, because Jason, we don't know what happened to him before. So when he's like, I feel like I know you, but I have no clue what's going on, it's like, oh my god, who are you? How does he know you? But with Percy, we do know why he finds things familiar, and then it's less annoying because like I'm like, oh, I know who you are. Percy just doesn't. And that's less annoying to me, but maybe that's more annoying to other people. What was the quest in the second book even about? I honestly can't remember. But Hazel and Frank, love. Age difference, a bit weird. Anyway, third book, Mark of Athena. Oh my god, best one out of all 5. Loved it. Best book. I think Annabeth's chapters in Mark of Athena were honestly my favourite. Because that whole thing, and she's all like, I don't have all these powers all these other people do, and yeah, it's like you still got through that whole tunnel to Arachne, I think that's her name, and defeated her just because you're just a genius. Yeah, and then House of Hades was also good. I did like the part where they was actually at the House of Hades. I feel like the bit just leading up to it was just so long, and it was just too long. I just couldn't. I don't even remember anything what happened. It was so real. And I just read it. They're all mushing together. Anyway, but the bit when they was actually in the House of Hades and they had to go through the underground bit and Frank became Praetor and then all of that, love that. Oh, Annabeth and Percy were in Tartarus. That's what happened in House of Hades. Right. Those also, I like those chapters. Also, those are very good chapters and they were so short, which I get why, but like, anyway, love those. The Blood of Olympus. Still can't believe that ending. And I just realised that Percy never like reunited with his mum. So Sally Jackson is out here not knowing where her son has been for the past, I don't know, probably like 7 months. That's like half a year. Her son's just been missing. And yeah, he sent some like paper airplanes and he called her, but like, anyway, yeah, that's it. So like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me if you want me to do another like reading through series. Like maybe I'll do that for Charles of Apollo. Bye.